Hey everyone! One of the characteristics of autism can sometimes be OCD-like behaviors. So today I'm going to touch a little bit on how Preston's rigidity affects his life. Preston tends to remember things and remember where objects are in a very specific way. If a certain book is on a certain shelf most of the time, when Preston sees it out of place, he compulsively has to put it back. He will go so far as to shift the remote control on the table half an inch to the left just because it looks wrong to him the way it was before. If you then pick up that remote control and put it in a different spot, he will compulsively have to pick it up and put it back where he put it before. On top of these OCD-like behaviors, he has a very rigid schedule that he knows like the back of his hand. More and more recently, as it comes time for Preston to get his medications in the evening and at night, he knows the routine so well that he'll pretty much be waiting right by the medicine cabinet. He has 5 o'clock meds that he receives, and he's usually with a therapist at that time, so he will come downstairs right when he knows that it's about 5 o'clock, and he won't go back upstairs to work until he gets those meds. Breaks in that routine or finding things out of place can get really frustrating for Preston and for a lot of kids like him. I can tell he gets upset when he has to fix something because it isn't where he last saw it, or because somebody keeps picking it up and moving it because they need to use it and he just wants to put it back where he saw it first. It can be frustrating for us as well because sometimes when we're using something, he'll come and he'll pick it up and he'll put it back where it goes and we have to go and get it again, and then that cycle kind of continues and we have to tell him to leave it where it is so that we can use it, and that can get kind of frustrating for him. It's hard for Preston to control this kind of nagging urge that he has to fix everything. Trying to teach him not to move somebody else's fork at the dinner table is a hard process because we know it isn't easy for him, but at the same time, we have to teach him appropriate behavior. Ultimately, he's a happy kid regardless, and he's doing better and better every day about leaving things where they're supposed to be, and he's always kind of happy-go-lucky, so if you tell him to leave something once, he's kind of getting better at letting it go and moving on. It's also pretty cute the way he knows exactly when he has to get his meds, and he will wait by the medicine cabinet and do all of these things to try to get my parents' attention, and then they finally realize, oh yeah, it's time for you to get your meds, that's why you're trying to get our attention. That's all I have for you today. Go watch day 18 if you missed it, and stick around for day 20 tomorrow.